Hey everyone, it's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 21, episode 7, coming to you live from un living room. You can see my workspace is messy as heck, a bit chilly, so I'm going to put this on. I need to check my sound on my iPad. My 70s cardigan, can't beat a 70s cardigan. I'm always teasing Steve because I love my cardigans and I love cardigans on men too. And he's not such a cardigan fan. He thinks it's for old men, but I think they look good. So I am just going to get myself cozy here because if you couldn't tell by my Bitmoji cartoon, I'm not feeling 100% today and I have a headache. So you guys are just chilling with me. Steve's like, well, then don't do it if you don't feel good. I'm like, I'll still do it. I have a cup of RHwL green tea in my skeleton mug, and you guys are with me so we can just enjoy each other's company. Let me check my sound. So this is a little basket I have here with some of my things that I'm working on right now. So I keep my iPad right now. And I charged it last week, so. But yeah, I need to clean up my workspace here. I'll explain some of the things on my table here in a minute. How is everyone? What's new with you? How has your week been? It is like March is almost over. The first month of spring, and it's almost over already. Can you believe that? It's the 22nd today. Yesterday was Down Syndrome Awareness Day. It was also my grandson's, Jackson, our grandson's 3rd birthday. So happy birthday to Jackson. What am I doing? Checking messages on here instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Do you ever do that? Do you pick up your phone to do one thing and then you just automatically open Facebook or your emails or whatever it is? Oh, you might hear a lot of beeping right now because like blink, 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 all the messages coming through my iPad because I haven't had it turned on for a week. So that is not where I want to be. And then bear with me because I don't use this very often, so I don't know how to do it as well as my phone. Facebook is just opening. I got some cool things on my desk here to show you. So you can see some of my Easter decorations up here. And my soft blankie that I got from Allison a couple of years ago for spring and Easter. Here's my live. Let's see if there's sound. Yep. And Easter. Here's my live. Let's see if there's sound. Yep. Yeah, sorry, now I'm just trying to get rid of the sound, but I can open the little arrow for comments. Okay, so this I got reduced. It's cute. I just put it together. It came with the little stand, and then it came with 15 ballpoint pens and 15 like liner marker things. Zebra, as they say here in the UK, zebra. It's a big 30 pack. Includes 15 mild liner, includes 15 Z-grip fashion zebra pack, and it shows on there the different colors, and on this side 3 of them are blue ink and the rest of them are black ink. So and it has room for 20 more pens in there. I thought it was cute and it was a reduced price, so I just put that together while I was sitting here letting time go by, and I don't remember what I was doing. It was before Steve left. Oh, because I had made French toast and grilled cheese in the kitchen for the girls. And then this is my twinings, if you will. RHwL green tea. It's the last one of those that I just trying to finish up the oddballs. And I kept this because in the olden days, when I was a young one, and I would go to a tea house, like a coffee house, but a tea house, go out for tea, and I would save the tea thing. And because I've always been a junk journaler, and which is why I don't mind Steve calling my art stuff junk. So today's Sunday, March 22nd. Just going to put a little bit of my tape runner in the back of here. Let's see what this says before I do that. Brew time. We suggest brewing this tea for a maximum of 2 minutes. Any longer and you'll lose a delicate taste. Allow 1 bag per person and add freshly boiled water. Always best enjoyed without milk. That's a personal choice, but I don't have milk in mine. And also, I do not steep for 2 minutes. I steep for a few seconds and then set it out, and then I can make another brew with it. So I'm going to put it in there. I haven't done anything really for today, except that I have my to-do list. I have this, that I have my live that I need to do, which here we are. So I'll write in my journal later, but I put that in there. That's when, and then, so fun thing. So, the witch casket posts out on the 14th. So, you know, it takes about 2 days to come. And, I was hoping I would get it on the 16th, which would have been, so the 14th is a Saturday, and post does move on Saturdays here in the UK, but, I didn't get it on the 16th. I actually got it on the 17th. And then sorry, I was reading a comment that came up to the top. What am I saying? I got it on the 17th, but I haven't opened it yet because I get so excited about my witch caskets because it's like Christmas every month or your birthday or whatever. I just want to open it and see what the surprises are. But once it's done, then I have to wait another month. So I haven't done it yet. I haven't seen it. I didn't purposely wait until my live to do it, but I haven't opened it yet because I'm just too excited and I wanted to sit down and enjoy it. And as you know, I don't usually let myself sit down much, so we can enjoy it together. Now, yes, lots of this is going to be witch themed, and I don't think it's just a phase I'm going through. I think I will continue with the witchy stuff, but I am learning a lot of this stuff right now. So as I'm learning, though we never stop learning, I'm just like, while I'm immersed in it like this, you guys are going to hear a lot about it, just like when I was doing my miniatures every week and gardening. So you guys will start to hear about gardening a lot more, but especially if no one's on here to interact with the conversation, then I don't know what else to talk about except what I'm working on right now. So before the witch casket, and then I have the Season of the Witch, Ostara Oracle deck. I actually have 7 of the 8, Wheel of the Year, 8 Sabbats. I have 7 of the 8 decks. And this is my pouch that I got with it was like a combo where you get a bunch of things. So this is from Moon Phase, and I want you to notice that it's got Moon Phase Studios, where I get my journals and my moon calendar from. It's got moths on it, right? So this is like a journal that actually does fit in it. It has a moth as well. So this journal will fit in here, but I write in this journal all the time. I write in it daily. This is my normal journal, but this one I write anything that I've been doing witchy or spiritually or trying to learn or practice. So like today, if we do a card pull, I'll write that I did a card pull. I'm drinking a tea. I'll write in here that I drank a tea and what kind it was, because everything has meaning and benefits. So cherry, green tea, what are the benefits of that? And so this is like my spiritual, plus it has all this stuff about the moon, and like it has, and I also use it as my calendar for writing like my events. So that is there. So because I use it every day, I don't put it in here, but what's in here, you might ask? This is where I'm keeping, and it's got a moth on it. What Steve bought me for Christmas is like a book, but I'm using it as my grimoire, and it has a moth on it as well. It has a little lock. Now, a grimoire is a book of information. So this is my first page that I did, inspired by people on Instagram. If I had her name right now, it's not Once Upon a Time, and I think it's Once Upon a Story or something, but I will try and remember what her name is. But she's inspired me when she does her grimoire. So I've only done 1 page in this. So some people will say, oh, well, you don't share your grimoire with people. I'm not really bothered about my grimoire, because what it is information. So like my first few pages will be on grounding and protecting and things that I've learned in my spiritual life too, whether you do the witch stuff or not. So it's just like what you've learned about certain things. And so I've been working on my grounding page, which grounding is like one of the most important things. Grounding and protection are the most important things you do with any spiritual work. So I've been working on my pages. The woman there is sitting in a chair. So sitting in a chair is grounding. Having bare feet on the grass or the ground is grounding. I have her holding dirt, but like having your hands in the dirt, gardening is grounding. Imagining roots from your feet into the earth, grounding. Your root chakra, which is just above your coccyx, is that what it is? Like your tailbone? That's your root chakra is, with grounding. And I have her against a tree. Trees are grounding along with their roots. And then I have over here, I will write like different stones, like gemstones, jewels, rocks. What else do they call them? Gems, whatever, you know, the, crystals, that kind of stuff that go with. So colors that are associated with grounding are red, black, brown, earth tones, forest colors, and stone colors. And so with the stones that are good for working with grounding specifically, it's black stones, red stones, and brown stones. But like some of them are hematite, which is black, smoky quartz, black tourmaline, Apache tears, shungite, obsidian is black, black onyx, pyrite, red jasper, garnet, tiger's eye, petrified wood, bloodstone, and lodestone. And oils, I have so far cedar wood and vetiver. I don't know what that is. And plants and flowers, rosemary, thyme, sage, root vegetables. Obviously root vegetables are grounding. So if you need to be more grounded, like down to earth, you just feel too loopy, dizzy, off with the fairies, just have something that's grounded, like a nice soup with root vegetables in it. And then ways to ground: meditation, nature connection, breathing and body awareness, chanting and tribal drums, certain foods, dark chocolate, whole grains, obviously root vegetables, yoga, exercise, walking, wrapping a blanket around you or on like a weighted blanket will help you be grounded. Yoga, exercise, walking, root vegetables, okay, chopping, stirring foods, chopping and stirring foods, like something like that, that's just keeping you in the moment. And so stirring your root vegetable soup, doing dishes, stuff like foot soak with salt water, which salt and water are both cleansing as well. And you can imagine all the negativity draining from you into the water, and then get rid of the water outside to be neutralized by Mother Earth. Careful where you put salt water outside because you don't want too much salt in with your plants. Hug a tree. Trees are grounding. Hands in the soil, gardening, barefoot, earthing. That's what it's called, earthing, walking barefoot outside. And time in nature. Oh, I wrote nature connection twice. So anyways, I'm just making so my pages will be, but then when I get it all nice, like you can see how this right here, you can see where I have the squares there where I'm going to write the word grounding in some kind of nice font. And then this square is where I'm going to write what grounding is. And then on this side, I'll have all the different things that I just told you. But I'm working on, and then each page will be like, you know what I mean, grounding and protecting and healing and meditation and all these good things. And I don't mind sharing them because it's just information that I'm teaching you guys anyways, right? But I didn't realize how much work this is. And so as I was looking for information, it's funny because from the beginning when I met Steve and Jackie, like anything, it's practice and homework, right? So while I was looking up different stones, say for grounding, it would tell me these are the best stones for spiritual work, and then it would tell me like, well, and plants. I was looking at plants yesterday. So now I've made all these pages of the pages, and remember I'm using up my old note paper from the girls' school books. So instead of like focusing on one right now, I have all these papers, and I wrote like, so grounding for plants, I have dandelion, rosemary, thyme, sage, root vegetable, frankincense, cedar, oak. And then from a website called awakemindful.com, herbs for grounding, we had ashwagandha, valerian root, chamomile, lavender, tulsi, ginger root, licorice root, St. John's wort, damiana, yarrow, garden sage, and lemon balm. But what I am doing is on this side I have meditation, manifesting, divination. So eventually these will be pages in my grimoire. Love, prosperity, healing, self-care, cleansing, protection, spiritual awakening, positivity, and then I'm going to also do like the moon and the sun, and then I'll do the 5 elements like air, spirit, water, fire, and earth. And then what else? Wisdom. So that was just because there's some like plants for wisdom, rose and bay laurel. And then I might add some other ones, but yeah, might as well do the research on all of them while I'm coming up with it. That's what all this paper is in this pile. And I got my pencil here. And then I was trying to, as I showed you here, I didn't realize how big the head is on this girl compared to the body. So that's one of my things with drawing. I'm not ever been, I can paint, but I'm not very good at drawing. So of course, who knew that it was practice? So I was practicing peripheral, like a person's peripheral yesterday. I was trying to draw faces and heads and looking online to draw it. And my favorite one on here is her. I think that one's a good one. But of course, I can see now that it's practice and knowing what you're doing. And even in art class, the little bit of drawing that we're doing, I'm improving on my drawing. So had I been drawing all these years and practicing the way the books tell you how to do, the simple steps, the grid, the breaking up the face, you know, like halfway through the head is where the eye line is, like from top, bottom, top of head, like my top of my head to my bottom of my head, my eye line is right in the middle. So there's just as much from here up to the top of my head as there is from here to the bottom of my chin. I don't know if you knew that, but that's how it is. So, and things like that, or like this way, and that if you do it this way, your ear is in like the bottom quadrant. Anyways, so I've been practicing drawing. This is what I've got so far for the girl. My better drawing. And look how small her head is compared to, where's the one that I did? Because I wanted the body about the size that I did, because this is actual page size for In My Grimoire. But look at, so you think about the bodies I did, and then think about her head size. That's quite a big difference. Anyways, so that's what I've been working on, but I didn't realize how much work this would be. And I don't have to do it all at once. It's something that could take years to build. And yes, I know some of this stuff, but doing the research and doing the studying is part of the point, right? Because if I'm going to make this look pretty, I want it to have accurate information. Saying that, when you have a huge list like all those plants and stones and stuff that I told you guys, maybe I'll only pick the top 3 to put in my grimoire. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But anyways, so that's what this big pile of mess is here. We were studying hairs in art class, so we're going to draw out and then paint some hairs this week. Oh, that's my big to-do list. This is my February and March book review, although I haven't been listening to as many books. This is a huge list of birthdays that I'm writing down of people I know. You know how Facebook tells you everybody's birthdays? Well, I've been writing them down so I can have a hard copy of them somewhere in case Facebook doesn't exist anymore or whatever. So that is what's going on in this pile. What's under here? Just another piece of paper. And that's some, I was doing this for the grounding, like a Celtic tree of life. And I do like what I've done so far in here. It takes a lot of, because I want it to be the same on both sides. But I don't think I'm not going to use this for grounding. I'll use this for another page. I'm not sure which. Oh, nope, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Under here is, Steve got these stickers in, it was like for cremation and funeral planning, pure cremation advertising. So he got a thing in the post and it gave you these cute robin stickers and stuff because, you know, it says robins appear when loved ones are near. So kept those. These are just copies of my latest stamps. Those ones are like moon stuff. And this one is like a reading journal stamps. And I made a copy of them to go in my, remember I showed you guys my book that has like a copy so I can just flip through it to see what stamps I have instead of trying to look through all the packs. I haven't cleaned up my table here in a while. This is a vintage grimoire scrapbook paper, 18 double-sided pages. I got it for scrapbooking, but I also have it on the table here so I can look through it to, like, you can use this for scrapbooking or junk journaling or whatever, but I thought I would look through it and see maybe it would have some ideas of what to put in my grimoire, but it does and it doesn't, so but it's still fun to be inspired. What else do we have on my table? Oh, allergy pills, because I think that's part of the reason that I'm not feeling well. Even Steve said I was flushed before he left, and I think it's allergy season, and I just keep getting like itchy eyes. Obviously, that's one sign, but just feeling and under the weather. So I got to start taking allergy pills and seeing if that makes me feel better. Where did I put? I'm looking for this to put my grimoire back into. So this is a nice zippery bag that I have. So I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but also Steve said, like, I get my witch caskets every month and I get these awesome things in them. And then Steve says, and then, yeah, you just hide them up in the cupboard in like the art room, the cupboard above the stairs where I have my art stuff and my table and everything else. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't want the house to be too witchy. And you know what I mean? Because I'm not the only one who lives here. So I just am trying to respect other people. But the way he said it, I'm like, well, I won't hide everything then. If you think I should have things around the house, I don't know what balance. It's funny because before I started studying about witches and witchcraft and stuff, I wanted the kitchen with all the jars and the witchy look and everything else. And I would have been happy with someone coming up to my house and seeing like, oh my gosh, a witch lives here. But now that I'm actually studying it and stuff, it's like, and I'm not embarrassed, but it's kind of like, it's like a secret you want to keep in a way where it's like, ooh, up in the cupboard, my stuff, you know what I mean? And not, but I think it's pretty obvious that, I am. This is my light table. I might have shown it to you guys before. Steve bought me this. It's really thin. Come a long way from my big industrial light table. But yeah, you just turn, oh, is it plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged into my laptop. Turn it on. Turn it on. It's just yeah, there. Oh, you can't see that it's on already. And then you can get it brighter. There. I don't know if you can tell because of my ring light. This might be making it too bright. Anyways, it's my light table for tracing, or even if I'm tracing my own stuff or whatever. You know how I said I want the same on this side and that side? So that's what this is doing here. It just plugs into my laptop. My laptop's there, my headphones, and my stuff for writing letters still, because I'm not done that yet. And then this is my, my little pencil case. So it's looking tidier here. My RHwL, or rubber, as they call it here, and my pencils and pens, and a triangle that I was using for as a ruler. So there, we've tidied up. Okay, let's get to the witch casket. Let's see if my tea is still too hot to drink. I just remembered something. So, oh, that is nice. I love cherry. But this, looking over here on this chair and seeing the wrapping paper reminded me, because I have some tape and scissors here too, because I was wrapping. Well, Steve just bought so many things for Jackson for his birthday, but we only brought one to his house for his party because he was getting stuff from everybody else. So all the other gifts I haven't wrapped yet for Jackson, but we'll give them to him when we babysit him this week. So I need to wrap those before he gets here. That's yummy, yummy. Let me set that down there because I know me and I don't want to spill on everything. But let's get to the good stuff. I know I'm like yammering on, but I really do have a headache and feel a bit poopy. Witch casket. Ooh, so exciting. Unlock it. And it's Secrets Apothecary is the theme for this month. I'm just excited. So you get your little booklet. It tells you all about it. Let me read. Hello, our beautiful family of witches. Here it is, our March witch casket, an enchanting casket filled with our magical apothecary tools. Please read through this pamphlet so you can familiarize yourself with this month's items. Thank you so much for always tagging your social media posts, #WitchCasket, so we can find and share them. We feel so appreciated when we see the time and creativity that goes into your magical creative pictures, and we love seeing your casket items gracing your sacred spaces. Thank you for always making us feel so blessed to be doing what we do. Our April casket is well underway, and we are working hard to make it extra enchanting for you. Until the next time, be well, Deb and Ella. So if you've started getting Witch Casket, even if you're in America or Canada and you haven't received your March casket yet, look away, because this is going to be the reveal. And there's something else I was going to say about this. Stuff. Oh, so this month is apothecary. April is in the home. The home, witch's home, something like the home. So that's exciting. I can move these out of the way too. Okay, so we get our art that we get every month and your manifestation back. So, and it already smells nice. It smells like maybe chamomile. We'll see. I'm just looking at the art. Okay, let's see. This is Letting Go Spell Powder Ritual Kit. Create a magical powder to help you let go. So a ritual, apothecary labels. And that's something I want to do. Like I have plans to do my apothecary labels, my tea labels, my spice labels, all of that good stuff. So I have the vinyl and everything to do. I just need to design them. So these ones are blank. I even have sticker paper. I could do these. There's no excuse for me. Very cute. You know when you write what's in it, even if it's poison. So we got some sticker apothecary labels, and I can use those in scrapbooking too. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Already, I don't even know what tools are in this, but it feels like suede. And it's got, like you can see the design, and it's got the belt to hold it closed. I like this. I don't even know if it's pens or what, like what's in. Okay, hang on. Oh, wow. These are like tongs, but they are made of wood, and they're all pretty nice. Everything smells good. And what's in this one? Oh, wait, there's a name for this. But look at the dabber, not dabber, it's we use them with ink in art as well to get your ink out of your jar. What's this called? My brain's shut off. I know what it's called, but it's got, I don't know if you can see, but there's images on it as well. It sucks it up. Oh, you know what? The book will tell me what it's called. Oh. I'm not supposed to be, dropper. That's what it's called. Dropping pipette. A bewitching set of tools, tweezers, crafted from staple wood for when you need to handle small leaves, herbs, crystals, etc., and a little dropping pipette for transferring small amounts of potions, tinctures, and other magical liquids. Nice. But now I've read some of the other things that are in here. My exciting every month. Put these away to take care of my stuff. Look, this side has a pouch too. And then you fold it over and tuck it in. That is cute. Okay, tucked in. Next, spell crafting charm. An acorn for strength. Use this beautiful iron acorn, if you live here in the UK, acorn charm to add strength to your charm bags or spell jars, or wear it as a simple charm for personal strength. Cute. Very cute. Acorn. Reminds me of family too, because I have a good family, a strong family. Okay. Devil's Claw Root, protection, banishing, purification. Use this magical root in spells and rituals for protection, banishing, and purification. Used to protect thresholds, dresser circle candles, to add to charm bags and spell jars, or in ritual baths. That might be one of the things that smells nice in here. My scroll. Every month you get a scroll. And you get, they used to have stickers on them, and now they have these like little, I don't know if they're plastic or metal. I think they're like metal rings. And I need to think of something to do with those. I could just make a chain of them. Spell bottles. So the scroll shows you different spell bottles that you can do for abundance, good fortune, courage, happiness, healing, and psychic abilities. And what else? Which one do I want to go first? Witch Casket Apothecary. Look at the cute bags that everything they do. The boxes, the bags, everything is just awesome. I mean, even if I look at other subscription boxes in different genres, like not just necessarily witch stuff, but art stuff, different things, this is still the highest quality subscription box that I know of. Oh, interesting. Bewitching Bottle Belt Clip. Keep your charms, bottles, potions, tinctures, and sacred herbs close at hand with this enchanting bottle belt clip for wandering witches to carry a little magic wherever they roam. I can just imagine this. You're wearing your dress, and that's cute. And it even has like branded Witch Casket in the leather. I like it. Look at that. Can you imagine that on a belt when you're wearing your dress and just as cute? Yes, that is cute. I like wearing my tool belt. Okay, let's see. Glass potion funnel. Oh, glass. I'm not good with breakables because I'm very clumsy. And then you wonder, where do you put all these things? Oh, wow. That's just the beads for, wow. Look at that. Look at the design on it. That is like no funnel I have. That is so, everything smells nice. This is glass, and it's got the pentagram on it. But that is really, really pretty. Thank goodness it has like the foam and stuff in here to keep it safe. Next, Apothecary Potion Bottle. And you can't have too many bottles. And just as I was hoping, oh, that's a cool shape. Look at the shape of that. And it's still got designs like leaves and stuff on it. It's got the place for the label, right? And I bet one of the labels is perfect to fit on here. But what I was hoping was that it was the same color as the funnel so that they look good as a set. Oops. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Too pretty. Maybe I do need to start displaying these things even when they're not being used. And as I don't do this kind of stuff like making potions and stuff, they aren't used, but they still look pretty, so I can do something with them. Might as well put this, oh, there's two of these. Anyways, okay. And then lastly, yep. Oh, acacia wood, pestle, and mortar. You can't have too many pestle and mortars. And there was a guess thing on see, that's me dropping things. Luckily, it was just a cardboard. Like, Witch Casket put this thing up to guess what it might be for apothecary. And lots of people guessed a pestle and mortar, but then they also said they already had one of those, like, who knows how many years ago, because I don't think I have one from them. But you can't have too many of them. So look at this one, especially a wood one. But remember that if you are using it for stuff, especially in the kitchen, if you're using this for witchcraft stuff, which that's what you would probably use it for, Witch Casket, then it's not as big of a deal. You can cleanse it with energy or whatever. But if you're using something that's wood like this in the kitchen, remember that grinding it in, it's going to absorb the smell, the flavor, of things, past things in it. So, which is weird because it must just be the wood stuff and I'm okay that I didn't get incense with anything in here. Oh, it might be the Devil's Claw root too. But something smells good in here. This is so pretty, and I love the way that it's drummeled out. Billy, my brother. So sad. It's sad that I didn't realize how good he had gotten at his woodworking before he passed away. But everything happens the way it's supposed to, and so the things that he made while he was alive are the things he was supposed to make. Every woodworking thing now in my life will remind me of him and his skill and ability. He was really good. I'm glad that I have anything that he's made. I'm going to tuck this away. Okay, that's just 1 month. How many cool things are just in this 1 month? I can't tell you how excited I am. And now that, if I put them around the house and stuff, I'm trying to live more simply, but at the same, and I know I've seen some people who have like, sold some of their witch casket stuff that they don't want anymore or whatever. Just give me 1 second.
Where did you say the dirty cloth? Like the cleaning one?
In the laundry room in the drawer. Purple and green.
Okay.
You're welcome. Aurora's just cleaning a room and she's lost her voice. So, but she wants to know where the cloths are. Like I have purple and green cloths are for cleaning, and then the blue and gray and those ones like microfiber cloths in the kitchen. Those are for the kitchen. So I don't mix them up, even though it really, depending on what you're cleaning and stuff, it doesn't really matter, but it just makes it easier if you know which ones are for cleaning, so that you don't go into the drawer in the kitchen to get a cloth for doing dishes and they're all gone because people have taken them to wherever. Anyhow. Yeah, what I was saying is like, this is 1 month, and look at all these great things in 1 month. And yes, it is a bit expensive, but it's definitely worth all your things. And like I said, if some of the things you don't want or you're not going to use, people do sell them. But I am a greedy guts, and I don't want to get rid of anything. I just love it all so much. I need to start doing the rituals though, and the crafts, like, and even the manifestation card, like every month. I like homework. This is what it's about. And my throat is a little bit, whether it's allergies from before or if it's something in the wood that I've just been touching, I'm not sure, but my throat's feeling a little bit funny. So hopefully I'm not allergic to those things. Oh, my scroll. So, and look, like I have witch casket stuff right here because this box has my fountain pens and stuff in, because I have one of my ip dink, I was going to say ink dip pens. And it came in this box that I don't want to tilt all the way up. And this box is, okay, so the brown ink, Besom brown ink came with the feather brush, and the Binks black ink came in this box with my other ink dip pen, which is in its original box in the office. So I do have witch casket stuff just around the house. Oh no, my feather pen fell, and Sasha just came out to go outside. Thanks, Tom. So yeah, what else? What time are we at? No, that's not what I meant to do. I'm not sure, but my throat's feeling a little bit funny, so hopefully I'm not. Okay. There's me from my profile looking at my thing. I see. I was looking at how much time I can see it's 8:43, so I still have like 20 minutes at least. If I can touch and then touch. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if it's electronics or if it's just I'm getting older, so then it has to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I just need to touch where it says live red, and it tells me how long we've been on. Oh, I think we've been on 39 minutes and 26 seconds. That's why it's not showing on here. It shows at the bottom. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. Okay. Put that away as well. Let's open our Astara card. So was the spring solstice, right? We just had that. Today's the 22nd. So on the 20th to 21st, it changed to spring equinox, whatever the, what is it called? Like, it's changed Sabbath. So Ostara is what's happening now, and that's like Easter, for the Christian people, but Ostara for pagans and people who follow the wheel of the year. So Seasons of the Witch, Ostara. Ostara, also known as the spring equinox, marks the end of a journey, renewal, and new beginnings. It's an opportunity to step fearlessly onto a fresh path and surrender to the powerful version of yourself that you are becoming. Seasons of the Witch Ostara Oracle offers nourishment for your hopes and goals as you enter the next cycle of your spiritual evolution. Beautifully illustrated and with uplifting invocations and practices to explore, this deck will help you transcend even the darkest, longest winters of your soul. Includes 44 cards and a guidebook. So it's by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, and illustrated by Tijana Lukovic. So it's got silver on the outside of the edges. So let's do a card pull, because no one is on with me live right now to have tea with me. But I know lots of you guys like this stuff, and if nothing else, the card pull can be for myself. So you can see on the back the hair is, and rabbits, bunnies, is a sign of spring, a sign of Ostara. It's a big thing in the spring. That's why we're doing them in art class too. And obviously I got a bunch of them around my house because I've decorated for Easter and spring. Ooh! I don't know if I even have to shuffle them, because, so again, if you're doing this properly, if you believe in all that spiritual stuff, you can take your deck and, imagine a little drain on the end, energy, taking all the old energy out, draining down out of that drain, roots into the earth, being neutralized, and then through the source, God, higher power, whatever, you bring white light in, filling your cards with positive energy. So you're cleansing your cards because you haven't used them before, but also because you're just getting rid of all the energy from anybody who's made them in the warehouse, the factory, the wherever. You don't know where they've been. So now these are all yours. It's up to you if you're doing a reading for someone, it's up to you if you want to let them touch your cards or not. But you can also, if you do allow people to touch your cards because you're doing a reading for them and they're going to draw their own cards, then you can just cleanse them again before you use them on the next person. So I'm going to put them on the table there. Bring this closer. Putting them on the table, I actually have them facing to you as if I was doing a reading for you across the thing. Got the booklet. Okay, so let's draw 3 cards, and we'll just go off the top, and we'll do, so this is going to be backwards unless you're watching on YouTube, which I've reversed it and it'll be the right way. So first card is past. Oh, I thought I had them up to you guys, but I didn't. So past, we have eggshell pots. Present is hair, which we've talked about. And future is peach moonstone. I don't know if you can see those. Got so much stuff here. Can you see them now? Okay, I'll move this now and I'll bring these back. And then I'll show you the picture and I'll tell you about each card. And how pretty the art is. Eggshell pots. Connected with this. Okay, so this is past, right? So this reading is just as much for me as it is for anybody watching this now or later. Whatever you're seeing is probably relevant to your life at this time in your life, even if you're not watching live, because that's the way the universe works. You get the messages you need when you need them. It's up to you if you pay attention and realize that they're the signs. So eggshell pots. Here, wait, let me tell you a quick, what are those things called? Parables, stories. So there was this man who, really believed in God and everything else, and there was a flood, and he climbed on top of his house because he knew that God would save him and he wouldn't drown with this flood. So a rowboat came by and said, hey, jump in I'll take you to safety. And he said, oh, no, God's going to save me. And the guy's like, okay. And he leaves. And then a helicopter comes down and says, hey, we'll put down the ladder, climb up. We'll take you to safety. He says, no, God's going to save me. And then I can't remember what the third way is, but something else happens. And, and he says, no, God's going to save me. Anyways, the guy ends up drowning and dying, and he gets to heaven and he says, God, why didn't you save me? And he's like, well, I sent a boat, a helicopter, and whatever for you, and you didn't take any of them. So remember that your messages aren't going to always be like God in your face. You got to pay attention to the things the universe is trying to tell you. So saying that, eggshell pots. Connect with the essence of purpose within your intention, and all will be revealed. Now, remember that the Christian thing of Easter has taken a lot of like the bunny, the eggs, like all these things from the Ostara celebration. So you look at the eggshell pots, how they're growing plants in them. I do really like these cards, the art on them too. So in the booklet for eggshell pots, I just saw a really pretty card with a whale on it. What number is it? 12? 12. The whale says astrological new year, and it's number 5. Because I think it might be around Halloween too, is like a new year for the pagan wheel, but at the same time, this is like renewal, right? This is when things start to grow again. So a new year that way. 12. 11, 12. Nope, I went to 13. Oh, here, eggshell pots. Keywords. Sacred vessel, container for magic, holding the vision. Connect with the essence of purpose within your intention, and all will be revealed. So remember, this is the past. Eggshell pots or planters are a gorgeous craft just about anyone can pull off, but they also have a practical use. Eggshells provide a substance called calcium carbonate, which helps to lower the pH levels of soil. Many plants, especially young ones, prefer to grow in low acidity, and eggshells provide just the vessel for the perfect growing conditions. You will always learn as your journey progresses. But starting off with a clear plan to support your dream is, of course, the most ideal. You currently have a fragmented or diluted vision of your desired outcome. Your intention or situation is lacking clarity and refinement, hindering you from manifesting your dream. Receiving this card is your sign to go back to the drawing board. What is it you are really hoping to accomplish, and why? You may be feeling discouraged, believing you are lacking the skill or desirable traits needed to accomplish your goal. But that isn't the case at all. The magic is within you, waiting for you to have a better understanding of where it is you'd like to go. Keep in mind, your vision may be crisp and clear, but is surrounded by a haze of doubt and lack of confidence. A failure to believe in yourself is almost the same as not having a plan to begin with. You are the sacred vessel, your own container of magic. No dream is too big as long as you're clear about what you want and why. It will be much easier to hold the vision once it's free from cloudiness and doubt. Now, like I said, this reading is just as much for you as it is for me, but I know, and I forgot to say in the beginning that, it's something that you're focused on right now in life, or something that you specifically want a reading about. But for me, it's all about this, like another journey into, my gardening, like so many of my crafts that I do anyways, like even my scrapbooking and journaling and everything else, it can all come back to the witchcraft that I'm practicing and learning about right now. But this to me is accurate from my past, is that I've had fragments of it here and here and here and here. And now I'm trying to bring it all together into a grimoire, trying to put my information into this so I can become who I'm meant to be, whether it's a teacher as a witch teacher, which I don't think it is, or whatever I'm meant to be. I'm leaving that up to the universe, but to become my true self, I'm trying to put it all together. And I think that's what this card is talking about for me specifically. It's up to you what you think it is for you. So the hare is our current present day. And it says, there's magic in the balance of all that we are. And it's that same like skinny jumping hare that you see on here. So when you read cards, you can use the book, especially when you get started, but also Look at the card and see what stands out to you and take that interpretation. When you look at this card, are you drawn to look, there's a crescent moon up in the trees. Are you drawn to the trees? Are you drawn to the hair? Are you drawn to the sleeping? Is it a woman or a girl? Are you drawn to the number or the fairy ring that she's in with the mushrooms growing around? What parts of it are you drawn to? What colors is it? So what does that color mean spiritually? If you're drawn to the mushrooms and toadstools, what do they mean spiritually? Or the stars and the moon? You can look those things up online or in a book that you have or whatever. And it's going to be different at different times, even if you get the same card. That's how it works. So hair, number 19. So also you can look up 19. That number might be significant to you as well. And 9 plus 1 is 10, which is 1 plus 0 is 1. So anyways, we won't get into numerology because I don't know a lot about it, but that's the other thing. You can be a specialist in just one area of all this stuff. You don't need to know it all. And even if you're starting out and you want to know it all, don't overwhelm yourself with it. Like I said, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about like adding the numbers together and coming down with you know what I mean? But I don't know enough about it, and I'm not interested in numerology enough to study that at this time in my life. But I am looking for number 19, 16, 18, 19, hair, keywords. Oh, that's a hard word, isn't it? Androgyny. Yeah, okay, I got it. Androgyny. Giving and receiving, awareness. There's magic in the balance of all that we are. In Europe, hares are thought to be androgynous, and in early Britain, it was believed they could shift from one gender to another. This is likely due to the fact that there is very little difference between a male and a female hare, and when hair appears, it calls on you to express both male and female energies in pursuit of your endeavors. Your gender identification does not inform how you express this energy, as all beings have masculine and feminine vitality within them. Feminine energy is your source of intuition and beauty and your ability to receive, while masculine energy fuels your drive and encourages you to take action and set boundaries. When receiving this card, know that you are ready to act on your goals, but must do so in a balanced way. Use your feminine nature or the subconscious mind to check in with your heart, asking yourself if your choice is a true expression of who you are. Then lean into your masculine side or ego to put your plans into action. Both sides nourish and support one another, and in doing so, aid in your growth and evolution. This card can also mean the dance of giving and receiving, listening and speaking, or balancing periods of rest with activity. Very interesting, because right now is even though I'm doing stuff with you guys and everything else, I'm resting as well. So number 20 is hot cross buns. That's a Astara/Easter treat here in the UK. Okay, so our future card. Our future card, remember I tell you that the future is not set in stone. So this future card is based on where your life is now and the trajectory of where your life could take you. But things can change. You can choose to change the trajectory and everything else. So this card is based on these cards, your life right now, and where you will go if you stay on the same path that you're on. So this is the Peach Moonstone. And it says, there is reason in the flow of what is and what needs to be. So Peach Moonstone number 28. Now already I'm taking away from that is that it's like when I used to be in the garden and I thought I was being in the garden too much. And I felt the universe telling me, no, this is part of the plan, part of the path, stay in the garden, learn what you need to learn. And so with this, I take it as the same thing. Like there is a reason in the flow of what is and what needs to be. So there's a reason that you took this course when you were 24, based on whatever. And then the reason that you had this job and you learned these skills. And there's a reason that like all these things will come together and it'll all make sense hopefully one day. So Peach Moonstone, keywords: awakening feminine energy, embracing love, heightened intuition. Oh, I love in the card that she's doing a card reading in the card. That's funny. Not funny, but you know what I mean. There's a reason in the flow of what is and what needs to be. Like all moonstones, the peach variety is a symbol of the moon, an expression of feminine energy, psychic gifts, and spiritual healing. Peach moonstone, however, has an additional layer of open-heartedness and represents all things soft and opening yourself up to the rhythms of life. It has appeared in your reading to invite you to learn the art of receiving, to flow rather than force, and to wait for the answer to appear instead of seeking it out. Just like the moon, guidance will appear in phases, flowing through the various degrees of darkness and illumination. This card will often appear when you are too eager to see forward movement, when you have been guided to let things progress in their own time. Slow down, darling. What is right for you will find you in due course. Clarity will arrive with divine timing, not a second before. Embrace the love and beauty of your current cycle, knowing every experience has its worthy lesson to teach. You may wish to carry a piece of peach moonstone with you for a period of 4 weeks to remind you to lean into a more feminine expression of your being. Your gender identification has nothing to do with how you express your feminine nature. All beings, man, woman, non-binary, or other, have this quality within and can use it to their benefit. So I don't have any peach moonstone, but if you don't have a certain thing that something calls for, that's the great thing about the fact that we live in an energetic world and we can manifest, like literally you can do things in your mind. So you can imagine or ask the universe for that piece of peach moonstone. Imagine that you're holding it. Imagine that you have it and put it in your pocket and you will have it with you for those 4 weeks that you need it and you will get the energy that you need from it. Otherwise you can look. But remember, if you're buying stones and gemstones and crystals and all those things, to find a reputable supplier and make sure that the stones that you know where they come from, because too many stones are being like harvested illegally or over harvested in the world. And yeah, there's a lot of controversy around that. But like I said, if you don't have it or you don't want to buy it, just imagine that you have it and the universe will provide for you. You can even paint a stone peach and it can represent that in, so you have something physical. This is relevant for me and I tried not to cry while I was doing this reading, but it's interesting how the universe provides for us and you see it all the time because it really has given me answers that I need right now. With all those pages and realizing that this grimoire is going to take a while to make. It's not something that's going to be like, hey, I can show you new pages every week kind of thing. It's telling me, just like learning in the garden or even building the garden, it didn't happen overnight. It took years. Just don't sweat it. No rush. Go slow. You'll learn what you need to learn. You'll do what you need to do and stop feeling overwhelmed. Just let it be. And I needed that. So I hope that you found something relevant from this reading as well for you. I will take pictures of these and add them so you guys can study them more. And we are at the hour. So I know that Easter is, like, Good Friday is the 3rd, and so Easter Sunday is the 5th. And I think we only have one Sunday, us lovely people together before then, which is next Sunday, which is at the 29th, 7, 8, 9. So 29th. So we don't have much time before Easter. Oh, Auntie Diane says, hi, Lisa. Joan and I are watching. Arthur and I are visiting. Hello to all that are watching. I'm done now, but you guys can watch it from the beginning if you want, or you guys can visit with each other and then watch it later. I'm just sitting here because I have a headache and I'm not feeling great today. So I didn't do anything Easter related, like in the kitchen. I might, if I'm feeling good next week, I will do like a combination of in the kitchen and crafts. And if I'm not, then I'll just give you guys the links to the ones that I've done in the previous years and just have a normal visit with you guys again. But Easter is coming. And for those of you who celebrate Ostara, then you might already be in the celebrating mood because of the change of seasons. Yes, yesterday, the 20th to the 21st. So, I love you guys. I'm going to go get stuff done that needs to be done, so that I can go to bed at a decent time. I've been doing that. I've been getting to bed at a decent time this last week, and I'm proud of myself for that, but I need to get my butt out of bed, even if Steve hasn't slept well, or he still needs to sleep. That doesn't mean I get to keep sleeping. I need to get myself out of bed after 8, 9 at the most hours of sleep. So if I go to bed at midnight tonight, I should be up at 8 tomorrow. No, 8 or 9 at the latest. No reason to like keep sleeping. If I get up, then I'll have more time to get things done as well. So I'm working on it. Oh, and I weighed myself, and I've lost 5 pounds in a month and a half. And that was just from changing my eating. I haven't started my workouts again yet, but I knew that once I stopped eating like a piggy pie and was a bit more mindful of what I was shoving in my gob, that I would lose some weight. But this morning Steve was weighing himself, so I thought, because I had just got up too, I thought, well, I'll weigh myself as well. And yeah, I'm down like 5 pounds. So I'm 12 stone 1 right now. So a stone is 14 pounds. So 12 times 14 plus 1 more pound. So right now I'm 12. So if I lose 1 more pound, then I'm 12 stone even. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you guys next Sunday. Sorry for just hitting you. And yeah, take care of yourself. I'll take a picture of the cards that I just had. And I know I just said I need to get stuff done, but my legs are hurting and I don't feel good. So honestly, I think I might just put the TV on. I need to finish watching Black Rabbit. See, it's all about the hares and the rabbits. I need to finish Black Rabbit because Steve, he hasn't gone out for cards for the last couple of weeks because all the guys weren't out. But he did go out tonight, so I can finish my program. So I think I'm just going to chill here with my tea and watch an episode finish the episode of Black Rabbit. And, you know, there's always time to get everything done, so I have all week to get more done. But I love you guys. And T. Diane says, have a good night. Talk to you later. Say hi to everyone and talk to you later as well. And yeah, like I said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.